another content based experiment is your chromatography, where you are required to separate the ink components of a mixture of ink which is constituting of red and blue ink. The aim of your experiment will be to separate the color components present in the mixture of red and blue inks by ascending paper chromatography and to find the RF value. Now all of you know that chromatography is based on differential rate of adsorption by different components. That means different components are adsorbed with a different force. As a result, they are eluted accordingly. If they are adsorbed less tightly to the surface, then they elute first and so on. And what do you mean by RF factor? The full form of RF factor is retention factor, which is calculated by the formula distance travelled by the ink component divided by distance travelled by the solvent. Now how will you proceed for the experiment? Let's see that. This is your paper chromatography. So you are given a paper with the ink spot which has both your blue and red ink spot. So this will be provided to you with a hole in it. You will use a hook and you will put that chromatogram in the boiling tube in such a fashion that only the tip of your chromatogram is dipped in water. Now once you have set up the separators, leave it undisturbed for 5 to 10 minutes. When you do that, what will happen? The ink components will be separated. So I have already done one experiment to show you how it will look like. After 5 to 10 minutes, you will find that the ink components have been separated and you get two different ink spots like this. So you have your blue component as well as your red component. So both the components of ink have been separated. Okay. So once you have got this, you will dry it and you will note down the observation. Now how you will note down the observation? Now as you can see, the solvent mark will be somewhere here. When you are doing it, you will see till the point where the paper is wet, till the point where the water has travelled, that will be the solvent mark. So you will have three different marks. Where is the blue ink? Wherever the intensity of the blue ink is maximum, somewhere here you will, that is your this point, blue ink is there. So you will have somewhere here the spot for the blue ink, somewhere here for the red ink, and somewhere above that will be your solvent. So if you look at the diagram, you will see that your blue, red and solvent. Now these three marks you will have to make after drying the chromatogram. Once you have done that, you will measure the distance. The distance which is travelled by the blue ink, which will be this particular distance. Distance which is travelled by red ink, which will be this particular distance. And distance travelled by solvent, which will be this particular distance. So all the three distance you will measure after drying the chromatogram. Once you have calculated this, you will note it down in an observation table. So you will have, in the observation table, you will have the ink component blue, red. Now let me assume this is my X, this is my Y and this is my Z. Then my RF value for blue will be X divided by Z and over here Y divided by Z. Once you have done these calculations, you will write down the result. Result will be RF value for blue ink is so and so, and these measurements are done in centimeters, so you will write down centimeter and centimeter over here. Okay, you are supposed to write down the precautions. Only the tip of the chromatogram should be dipped in water and you should keep the strip straight. Now when doing chromatography, some of the Viva questions that you need to keep in mind is, number one, the filter paper that we are using is not a normal filter paper. We are using Wattmann's filter paper. Similarly, when calculating the RF value, you have to keep in mind the values will be less than 1. As you can see, the distance travelled by solvent is maximum, so your value cannot go more than 1. So please be careful when you are dividing it. Okay. In your Viva, you will be asked questions about chromatography, different types of chromatography. So you should have an idea about the mobile phase, the stationary phase, paper chromatography, ascending, what are these terms and what are the answers for those.